back in the Dolphin Mall. Going for like 20 minutes. Well, we made it, we're here. Let's see if I can win a couple more tickets in the arcade. Hopefully by the end we just end up with a couple more. Last time I had like probably maybe more than 200 tickets. Well, in fact, 3,000 that I got right now. But I managed to win like maybe 2 or 3 jackpots so far. So we're gonna step things up a little bit and see if we can manage to keep grinding. So you recognize this hallway as always the same hallway that we always go through. So pretty much heading into the same hallway. Now, because we're parking really close to this, we're now available to just go in and out like really fast. So we can just do this with no biggie. Okay, so let's try to find Dave & Buster's. So it seems like it's going this way. There's also, we're next to a Bowling Tails, but let's just keep moving. So far the mall is just really full as always, but I just think because there's just, even though it's January already, there's like a lot more options to choose rather than having a lot of other shops around. And I mean, people do really take these, apart from usually in Panama where, you know, there's usually a lot of people and it usually gets full. So later by the end of this vlog, unfortunately this escalator isn't working right now, so we're gonna have to go through the escalator that is like in the outside of the mall, and that way we can now enter to the same old arcade. And there's the Dave & Buster logo right there. And everybody usually likes to enjoy and have a good time here in the Dolphin Mall. I honestly think that Dolphin Mall is like the most underrated. It's like the most underrated malls or the shopping malls that you can find around. So I personally think this one's most recommended as well. So let's see how it's gonna go as well. We're heading to the Romulus Plaza, which is full of restaurants and whatnot. Alright, so there's definitely a lot of restaurants around. Hi. So there we got Johnny Rockets, we have Granny. We got Granny over there, we got Buffalo Wild Wings over there on the left side. So there's definitely a lot more options than anyone to just go for anything. So even though it's not this escalator, we'll have to go through this escalator here. Alright, so the fun starts here yet again in Dave & Buster. So what we're gonna do is, you know, I'm gonna film a couple of parts around or something, even though last time I couldn't record it. So this time around it will be a little bit better to show to you guys the experience on how to enjoy in Dave & Buster's. So let's get our cards in right now. Alright, here's our card. Let's start winning some tickets, boy. And over there, ladies and gentlemen, is the arcade. There's a group picture over here. Alright, so over there, ladies and gentlemen, is the arcade that we know and love. And I'm pretty sure like in here, this time around is a little bit more captivating. It's more full right now. So it could be a little bit precarious to deal with, but you know, the most important thing is to have fun. So let's go. Alright, so hopefully I get something good. Oh, come on, man, a 2. I got a 2, man. Alright. Let's just see if there's anything here.
Choose a letter.
E. Okay, only a single E. Bruh, there's no way that there's like a single E.
Okay, this is the final spin.
Alright, Alright, this is my final spin, everybody. I gotta really make this. Subscribe if you think I'm gonna get this one.
Turn the knob to spin another wheel.
Alright. I hope it does give me something good in here. Another 4. Okay. So, I got another 4 right now. Yeah. Alright, pick your letter. T. Let's go, I got 2 T's, boy. Alright, so 2 T's.
Solve the puzzle for a bonus.
Alright, I gotta solve this puzzle here. Why?
Oh no, sorry. Reveal the puzzle.
What was it? Ugly Betty.
You're a winner. Let's see the total.
Oh, okay, right. I got 14 tickets. Okay. Alright, so there were a lot more people in this arcade than last time. But even though I got less tickets than last time, I had like probably 2,238 tickets right now. So, but either way, I did have a lot of fun though. And I was constantly trying my best to get the jackpot on the spin and win. But it was super painful. But that might just be everything for Dave & Buster either way. But I had a pretty good time here. Later on Sunday, I have to get to the airport like at 10 because the flight is like at 11 afternoon, so I have to really hope for this. Because later on I might have to do like some sort of a campus after this. But either way, as you guys might check out, there's the Dave & Buster sign. But I think we might be done for now. We might be done for now. There's like a celebration that's happening in this arcade. But more importantly, there's a couple minutes left. But even though I'm kind of tired right now, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'm saving those 2,000 tickets, now I have like 7,000 in mind. So now I might just have to win a lot more once I get back here. So I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, so after a couple minutes, we finally arrived back home. I got so exhausted after going for Dave & Buster, but I feel like this makes me sad to say, but this might be like my last day here. Later I'll tell you guys information. My flight back home is in the afternoon, just to be precise, so I might just have to like have lunch in the airport as well. But even though I might just end up with breakfast starting in this house, technically, because my flight, I have to get in the airport like at 10. Besides the fact that the flight is at 1 p.m. and then it finishes at 4 p.m. And also, even though my dog is still there because my dad is still working as well, and by the fact that I'm still, then later on I have a campus which is gonna be later in Monday, well next Monday, so I'm later gonna be a little bit busier during that time. But anyways, that'll be everything. That is gonna wrap it up for episode number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this day, and I'll see you guys later with episode 4. We'll be finishing this whole Miami experience that we've ever seen. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.